to the Harbingers D&D campaign. Woo! Yes, Melody Wolf, we're so excited to see you guys back again. We're excited to be back here finally for the Harbingers D&D campaign. With only 3 sessions left. That's kind of wild. Yeah, it has been a wild adventure. Well, welcome to the stream, guys. As people are getting the notification, I'm rattling off here a little bit. Yes, we did start later than normal. We started at 7:30 p.m. tonight, just due to Halloween festivities. Very excited. Welcome in, guys. Silver Dusk, Lady Noir, happy to see you all. We're super excited to have you guys all back here. Again, we had the late start due to holiday festivities from the Halloween season. But it's so good to see you guys. Seji, welcome back. And yeah, we're very excited to have the game tonight and continue so we can end our game out strong, right? A couple announcements. One, this is the third to last session. There's only 3 sessions left, so make sure you watch tonight. Next week at 6:30 p.m., the normal starting time, and the week after for our final session. I know, wild. We're having our final session so soon. The campaign's ending and we're so excited to have the story finished. So from going forward, every Friday, 6:30 p.m., the normal start time. Today was just special due to the Halloween festivities. Actually, I'm still wearing my Halloween costume if people wanted to see it. Do you guys want to see it? Maybe? Yeah?
I say yes. Show it off. You put the effort in, you might as well reap the rewards,
excited.
You know?
Okay, well, I don't know if anyone can tell who I am. Hello?
Leave your guesses in the comments below.
Yeah, I guess you can make your guesses. But I will give a hint. It's from a very old Disney movie. And if you need another hint, this is my little friend. So we'll see. If you guess correctly in the comments, then I'll give you an extra point of inspiration, of audience inspiration. How about that? Think you'll do more with these characters. Well, we are going to have a reunion episode, date to be determined. So if you aren't following us on Instagram, follow us on Instagram and we'll post about our Harbingers reunion. So that's hopefully what we're going to do with that. It'll be one short little session detailing any extra details of the aftermath and other stories of different characters that we didn't get to finish their stories on. So yeah, so that's exciting. Other announcements. You can get our campaign keepers on Amazon now. So just go to our website, Rosemary PG Studios, to get your very own campaign keeper. They're a very amazing source essentially to be planning out your campaigns. They've got tons of session notes, session notes. You've got major, minor NPC boxes. There's doodle pages actually. That's fun. And an in-game tracker. We also do have our 2nd edition available on Amazon that has more pages to fill out. We've got a backstory page in there and an items page, a special items page. Just there's a lot of stuff, so it's really good. Oh, we do have a date for the reunion actually. Sorry about that. I forgot it. So Sierra, do you have the date for the reunion?
Yeah, so we're gonna have our special Harbingers reunion, which is really going to be more like our last recap, revisiting this story before we officially let go of it, sadly, and go on to the next story. And so that reunion is going to be December 13th. It's a Friday, December 13th. So come join us for that. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah, we're very excited for it. So make sure to tune in, and we'll get the time finalized. We're hoping still 6:30 p.m., but finalized time will be posted to our Instagram. So the day after your birthday, well, if you join us for the Harbingers reunion, we'll sing you happy birthday. How about that? All from the cast. Just for you, C1 class. Just for you.
Are we allowed to do that? Are we? It's in the public domain now, right? Like we
Happy
can
birthday?
actually, yeah, the happy birthday song. I'm pretty.
I don't know if it is.
Before copyright, but I'm pretty sure it, along with Winnie the Pooh and Steamboat Willie, have entered the public domain.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have now. And yes, C1 class, hold us to it.
We can always make our own.
Happy birthday. We could do the Red Robin's version. From all of us.
According to Wiki, it could be wrong. It is in the public domain.
Okay.
But it is a wiki.
It's a wiki.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll see.
any other announcements? We have our reunion, and I totally dropped my fidget toy again. Sorry, guys. You know me. We have our reunion then, and yeah, that's pretty much it, I think.
How late are we going today since we started late?
Still to the same time, 10 p.m.
Okay. Just for audience if they're wondering as well.
Yes. So do not worry. Happy day of the reunion of your birth. Yes. Love it. So yes. We are very excited to start our new campaign next year. So we will be officially announcing it at the end of the Harbingers campaign. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sierra. Or was that the plan?
That's correct.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. You guys will get to see the official announcement of the new game and the name for it and all that fun stuff at the end of this campaign, which is like November 8th.
Yes.
And then
November 8th.
at the reunion, you guys will get to know what characters we'll be playing with.
And we'll
at the end of it.
Yeah, at the end of it. And then we're going to have all the art for the characters too. So
there's lots of fun things to come and see.
Yep. So you got to come to the Harbingers reunion. And that was December what day?
December 13th.
13th. Okay. Be there, is that Friday the 13th?
It is, but it's in December, so does that count? I don't feel like that counts.
I think every Friday that's on the 13th is Friday the 13th.
Ooh, it'll be
Wait. Since it's going to be Friday the 13th, does that mean it's going to be the Nightmare Before Christmas?
A theme? Do I see a theme for it?
I see a theme brewing here.
I'm just kidding. How perfect.
Well, I love that. Well, alrighty. We're very excited. Well, without further ado, I don't believe there's any other announcements. Unless Sierra is there anything I'm missing?
No. Besides who has
inspiration? Yeah, Greg, if you would like to read off all of the audience that officially has inspiration that can affect the rules of the game.
Absolutely. We have so many people. I've had to start writing names next to each other. And so it just looks like a jumble mess of letters to you. Though I'll clean it up next time. We have Hero Human. Human. I want to pronounce that right. Don't want to get it wrong. We got Weber's. That was a new one. Commented on our last video. Weber's 3 numbers or whatever. Roxy Bird, C1 class, AFK Uki or AF Cookie, if you're fancy. Melody Wolf commented last episode. We got Jonathan, Lady Noir, also commented last episode. Nick, Jams, and Silver Dusk here at the bottom. I don't know if you can even see that far. Oh yeah, you barely can. Perfect. Silver Dusk also commented on our last video. So there you go. If you heard your name, the list just gets longer, so I'm not repeating it. But hey, if you ask in chat, I will answer in chat if you really need to know. But yeah.
Eventually, we'll migrate on over to a PDF.
Yeah, I'll have to pull up the PDF. All right, who's on here? Abbreviate people's names.
Yeah,
Human just
exactly.
becomes it HH with a period in between. Yeah.
You're like, now I gotta remember all the names.
Dangerous stuff.
Yeah,
But that is
so
it. That is our list.
if you guys have inspiration, that means that you can affect the rules of the game. So you can impose advantage or disadvantage on any role that happens in the game. And that's from players, NPCs, or otherwise. Additionally, if you think an audience member that made a comment and their comment was like super funny, like if you think it was super awesome or just really epic or really cool, you can give that audience member audience inspiration. You just got to put it in the chat. Additionally, if you think one of the players here did an amazing scene or had an amazing like epic line, or just something you think is really cool, you can also give them inspiration. So just a reminder that you can do that. And the party also can give you guys inspiration. So it's very exciting. So yeah, be sure to use your inspiration. Without further ado, we'll get started into the recap of last session done by none other than our resident water genasi, Douse.
Okay, so previously on the Harbingers, we encounter our group, the Shards of Hope, as they are entering the Trial of Faith lobby, I guess you could say. As we get down, we find these doors, we push open, and it turns out that inside the room is actually air. There's no water down there. However, there are a few undead corpses, or not. They're not undead yet. Nuri will get to that. But a few corpses that we run across that are all explaining how we need to be careful of the red lights that are about. Which we end up finding some blue lights in the lobby, but no red lights. We were able to then enter the maze by solving a quick riddle, which was just saying, I believe it was water in the primordial language. Upon entering, we find it to be a giant maze. We're tight. We question if we should tie ourselves together so that way we can make sure we don't get lost. That gets put aside. Instead, we just start marking our corners as we turn. Eventually, as we go through the maze, we do run into our first red light, or wisp, as we've come to find out. And it is insane. It is running around and it goes through each of us. And eventually it gets, like, we're all able to make our saves, but it gets to Tax, our wonderful, cute little girl Tax. And she vanishes. No! But it's okay, because our resident cleric, Dane, has her ring of finding people. I forget the name. But we're able to track down Tax, and we're able to reunite with her and begin our journey through the maze. I believe it was Tax who first discovered the solution to the maze, was that we just need to have faith and walk through walls to follow the blue wisps. As the wisp had been continually trying to goad us to follow them through walls, but we're like, oh, it's a wall. Can't do that. They're solid. And then Tax walks through a wall. The party does get split up a little bit before that by some red wisps, but again, we are able to get together into the second phase of the labyrinth, which we find out that it's just a portal in the floor that we have to jump through. But the portal is covered up by a gazebo. Was there a third level? There wasn't a third level. No third level. Okay, good. We get through the second level and we are able to meet the Harbinger of Faith, who is in this beautiful, not a grove, but just like I don't know the word to describe it, but it is
The grotto.
a pristine grotto. Thank you. Beautiful grotto that is underwater. It has like a nice little bubble around it. You can see dolphins jumping out and back into the water. And it's picturesque, beautiful. Tax is able to meet her first unicorn and get a wonderful keepsake to take home. And we're able to get our, not medallion?
Token.
Token. Why am I spacing on this? The token
it's
of
only the thing
faith.
you've been looking for the past several sessions. You know?
Just,
Right?
Just,
Yeah.
just an important thing. It's fine.
She then sends us through a whirlpool through, I believe, to come back out to the entrance of the trial, and we're able to return to our boat, make contact with Thea, and are then able to make our way to the closest ferry or Toadstool Ring and fast travel to meet them. We did meet up with them, and Dusty was able to say, "Hello, Dad. I am a new man, a dragon of a man," and we're able to go through that whole fun exchange, and that is where we are at.
As you all
I forgot the
back
city
on
word.
Party. Well, you're not in a city per se. You're.
Oh, we're not.
Yes, I can show you guys on the map where you guys are at.
But we're in the Versailles dynasty? No.
Nope. You guys, I believe, are in the Abesta Kingdom.
Abesta.
Well, actually,
Oh yeah, I flipped the two. My bad.
Yeah, because you guys are over here on the edge of the Abesta Kingdom.
Yeah. Near Cousin Tony,
Or
the
did you guys...
toadstool.
No, not that
No.
one. It's this ring down here.
Yeah. That's where you guys went out to, and you came out towards the Avalon Kingdom. That's where it was. So you guys are currently... Let me move your, the X, the triangle here of you guys. Are over here. Just on the border, that's what it was, on the border between the Abesta and Kingdom and the Avalon Kingdom. I guess let me zoom in so the audience can see a little bit. Here we go. They are right here at the red triangle. Also, Mate Man said the gun on the mantle when you mentioned tax, and I just... That has been being polished for quite some time, and at this point I'm not sure what's gonna happen with the gun on the mantle.
Such a polished gun. Like, it is just so there. It's like...
so beautiful.
We've taken it apart, dissected it, and looked at all the pieces, reassembled it. It's back on the mantle. It's there. It's not down there.
As Melody Wolf said, she said, picked up, not fired.
Yeah.
Also, Lady Noir and Melody Wolf. Hi, yes, I'm back.
Yes, we're happy to have Amaris back again. Gotta finish the campaign strong. Alrighty, thank you for that wonderful recap, Dane. And without further ado, let's dive right back in. As you all are back on the boat, the evening itself has gone very peacefully, very, very slow in a sense. As Dusty, Thea, and Miles are reunited once more, and they have a wonderful bonding moment together as they discuss more on the boat that overlooks the beach onto the beautiful ocean. As the moon is high in the sky, it reflects the silvery waves across the sea. You all spend the evening eating good food, being together as friends and family, having one last calm before the storm, before the morning where you're going to fix this world. Well, I guess we'll see if you fix this world. The choice is still yours. You all eat wonderful food prepared by Girth and Douse. Douse and Dane share a wonderful evening together. Nuri and Esmond and Ami spend their night together. Amaris, you spend the time with your parents, with Dane as well, also hanging out. And Dusty, you're there with the Tough Hammers, with your parents, and the night itself is peaceful. Oh, I guess Dabdan's also there. Yes, thank you, Thygon. Mars, you also spend it flirting with Dabdan.
It's decided. You don't just spend it with Dabdan. No, you were flirting. Or perhaps accidental flirting.
Yeah,
The
accidental.
other way
Let's
from
see.
Dabdan.
That feels accurate. The accidental flirting.
Yeah, Dabdan's accidental
I feel like
flirting.
I feel like there will also be questions of why'd you change your mind last minute? Why didn't you go with them? And all that. And she'd just be like, look, you have a drink once and all of a sudden you can't stand traveling on the ocean anymore.
She's like, I'm done. Well, we'll just say that the boat was resting in the water, so the waves were sloshing it. There you go.
Thus making visiting Dane very difficult in the future when they have a ocean house or
Yeah, there we go. Also, Seaman Class said accidental, lol, like that awkward junior high type flirting. Absolutely. And yes, canonically, Amaris does get motion sick, so.
It just kind of happened.
Mm-hmm. The evening goes on.
It just happened. It just happened because she somehow got drunk without actually drinking anything.
Few bad rolls. It'll do it to you.
You looked at the alcohol and just immediately. Alrighty. As the evening goes on, you all tuck in for a good night's rest before the day ahead of you. And as the morning dawns the next day, there is a thick mist in the air. Not the mist from across the sea, but like a cloud has gotten heavy with moisture and is now creating fog.
morning fog.
Yeah, exactly. The morning fog. As it coats the beach side and the ocean very, very thickly. You can see everything on the boat and a little bit of the what's the word? The tree lines and the beach line around you. But as you wake up, there's a slight chill in the air. As you guys are now into the cooler temperatures as well, you may need to be wearing a coat depending on how chilly you get normally. Yeah, C1 class. Ah, yes, that regular mist, not the creepy evil hiding mist. Yes, gotta clarify.
Correct.
And the morning dawns, you all eat a wonderful breakfast, and that's where we will continue. What is it you would all like to do?
Bask
This
in
is
the
the
salty
moment.
morning.
The salty morning.
You
That's
can.
funny. Okay.
Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there, Sierra.
No, you're fine. I was
I
just
mean-
making sure I refreshed everything because it's morning.
Yeah.
So.
Yes,
Mhm.
you have to. I mean, you have to do. Speaking of, I gotta reduce my horse rations by 2. We probably should not procrastinate saving the world. Maybe we do that first.
It's a good idea.
Dusty technically said to Miles and Nuri that he would talk to them about the stuff that happened on the hillside, but he's like, he was kind of spending time with his family before. And he's like, whatever, there's time, there'll be time. And so this morning comes, he's like, there's gonna be time, it'll be fine, there's time. Let's see. I mean, we could just do it. We know how to perform the ritual, correct? Pretty
Mhm.
sure we know
This
how.
is true. Do we need to plan for anything? Like, do we think we're going to be attacked? Probably not, right?
I mean, you never know.
Hypothetically,
With a great power
Oh.
like that.
I mean, there is always a possibility that they send in some forces. I mean, the last time these tokens were used, many, many years ago, if you recall, in the painting by that one elf dude. Yeah, I'm bad with
Everyone
names.
else, dude.
There was a great battle between demons and dragons, and perhaps a similar battle may take place if we just go for it here.
Okay, I guess.
I mean,
Gonna-
be prepared, I suppose. If nothing else.
Do I want to be able to summon undead today? Should we plan for that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, why not? I mean, extra
More the
forces.
merrier.
I mean, if
More
we're
the
fighting
merrier.
something, we might as well, right? Speaking of, I should probably prepare this as well.
Yeah, preparing
How
your
long-
spells.
How long does my creatures from my bag of tricks last? Let me just double
I think
check.
they only last until the next dawn.
I think it's till the next dawn, in which case I can summon them all now.
You could, if you
I
wanted
can-
to.
I
Or
can
until
summon
they
3.
die.
Yeah, or until they die.
Mhm.
I'll summon 3. Yeah, why not? And
Here on the
I
boat?
mean- yeah. They have to obey me. So, I mean, what trouble are they gonna get into, right?
Yeah.
Couldn't possibly. Okay.
Miles and Thea come out onto the ship, or onto the main deck. And they look at you all and say, well, we best make a plan for doing this ritual today. How many days did we have left?
There are 4 days
4.
left,
Including
counting,
today, correct?
including today. Yes.
And we have a plan to kill Nuvian, right?
Yes. Well, he should be in the Winter Court, right? So we can just
to
go
Winter
right back
Court.
through Tony's toadstool, and we're kind of in the winter area anyways. So,
Well,
wait, are we planning to go right afterwards, or are we planning to like sleep and like, I'm a wizard?
I mean, we can heal the world with this ritual, right? But doesn't it need Nuvian dead in order for it to be completely healed, right?
No, I think it would. No.
I think it's
Wait, did I misunderstand?
no. It's like stopping a gaping wound and then curing the infection. That sort of a thing, right? So like Nuvian, we do have to defeat him, otherwise the wound's just gonna open right back up, right?
Yes, but wouldn't we want to defeat him sooner rather than later? So we should know his location, right?
Well, probably after
To,
sleeping.
Yeah.
to my understanding, it was more of a. So if we're going with the wound type of thing, we heal the wound, which is great. However, Nuvian's the one who caused the wound, so his presence doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be wounded, but he will probably hit it again.
Okay, well,
Are we
may-
wrong? Oh no.
I mean,
oh,
no,
it-
I was asking. I don't really recall.
It may be good to know where he's at.
Yes.
Hey, Esmond. Do you
Where
happen
is
to
he?
have
Where is
any information on some
You put a tracker on him, right?
places?
Absolutely. He goes, well, I mean, it's not like I have tabs on him much anymore. But I guess we could try and find him. He most likely will be at the Winterport Castle, if not already marching. He might be marching.
Marching where?
To the castle,
to
right?
Oh, to the Lux Kingdom?
To the Lux Kingdom, yes, to invade and
So they'd have to go on a ship though, right?
It depends. They have their ways, especially with being able to travel through shadows and.
You know, I don't feel like the king thought this out when he cursed you all, because really that's just a power-up. I don't think he thought this through. I'm just saying.
I mean, we can't really be out in the sunlight. It's not very nice. But you know, you are right with that point.
To be fair, Nuri is a little biased. She married
She
one.
blushes.
And then he kind of like, yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I'm super married to her.
I'm super married to her.
I'm very happily super married to her.
Okay. I'm looking back to my notes.
Yes, Nuri?
So, essentially, we're healing the wound with the ritual. Because the Heartstone is the heart of the world. The Wrens are the wound of the world. And that's what we're healing, is the wounds. But then the infection of the world, which I feel is separate, I think, is the Heralder. And destroy the infection is what they said. They didn't say a time frame for that.
I mean, just saying, if Nuvian is planning on storming the Lux Kingdom, we may want to, at the very least, know where he is.
Davdan pipes up and he goes, yes, the Heartstone is there, and if he ends up, claiming the Heartstone, then it's all for naught. This ritual, everything. If he corrupts the Heartstone, that's essentially corrupting the heart of the world. That's going and stabbing it. Stabbing a sword through someone's heart.
He does realize that will destroy.
Heartstone. We need to get to the Heartstone before he does.
And Davdan looks at Esmond and is like, So you didn't feel to mention until now that they were going and planning on sneaking into the Lux Kingdom? And Esmond's like, I mean, it never came up.
Nuri goes, don't blame him. He has ADHD.
He's like, that's accurate.
He forgore. Well, I mean, you can send information over to the king, can't you, Nuri? You can just let him know to put up some preparations just in case.
Please do.
I would also like to say that he didn't really have to. It already did come up in conversation. I think we were all thinking about it at some point.
The Heartstone, specifically?
No, Nuvian storming the Lux.
Oh. I mean, it could be assumed she was going there to take over the throne, not necessarily that it was for the Heartstone specifically.
I think it just didn't click in our minds very well. Oh well, not too much loss, as long as we're quick.
Well, if he claims the Heartstone, Davden says, then he's essentially claiming the throne of the Lux Kingdom, but the Heartstone itself, if Nuvian in his corrupt state were to take the Heartstone, it would not bode well for the rest of the world.
Right, it would kill the world, right? Because they literally said if the Heartstone dies, the world dies.
Yes.
Yeah.
To Esmond, did you know that it would? Did your group know it would kill the world?
Not necessarily. No. That's just a no. That's a no.
That's a no. I don't know.
He like goes over to you and is like kind of like fiddling with your sleeve and like feeling the texture of it. He's like, no, that's a no.
That's a no. It feels like a little kid is in trouble, but like, let's hoping they won't get in trouble.
He's like, I just don't.
We didn't think that far ahead.
He just doesn't think about these things. He's like, I got my wife, I got my son. I'm pretty happy right now.
What more would a man want?
Right?
For him, at least,
Okay. Okay, so the world will die if he gets to it. Cool.
Sedging with the, he's trying his best.
Oh, I love it, Sedgy. I love it. Okay.
I really wanted to return like, well, he should have thought about it before we left. Just the like parents on a trip of like, he's trying, like, kid had to go to the restroom or something. Like,
it's like, come on.
Oh.
Well, I will call the king then. Let him know to just prepare, just in case. Are we wanting to spy on... Wait, does anyone even have a way to spy on Nuvian? Is that even possible?
Let's find out.
Let me see.
Because otherwise we just, like, do the ritual, take a short nap, and then,
take a little nap.
And then go to the winter court?
Yeah.
Ray and Dane... Or actually, Ray doesn't have this one, but Dane has this one. Dane has scrying as a spell.
pay for the win.
Yeah,
You should have the
cleric.
materials to cast scrying.
Let me see.
We don't talk about those.
Material components. Gold cost. I think it's $1,000 silver mirror or
Actually,
something.
yes, she does.
Perfect. Problem solved. Well, actually, it's not because you can save, and that would not be good.
Yeah.
Also, she doesn't know what the Winter Court looks like, so she might have a little bit of trouble determining exactly where he is.
Or what Nuvian looks like.
That's
or
true.
even who Nuvian. If he's in a group with a bunch of other Dark Elves, I mean, it's difficult to determine Dark Elves when you haven't seen a lot of them.
And Esmond's like, it's actually really easy to tell them apart.
Yeah, I mean, we have a reference right here.
Yeah.
It's by the color of
Actually-
the triangle.
Actually, we
This is
do have a
fine.
reference. because we have Davdan, and he will look like Davdan, or at least similar.
Just a more handsome version of him.
In Nuri's eyes.
No!
Davdan's a little bit like... I thought
Actually,
you looked
high or low?
Good.
High or low?
Low.
Because that was a low blow.
Ah, dang it, that's high. You know what? Screw that. I'm gonna do this. Forget that. I'm still gonna do this.
Yeah, do it.
I love it.
So you're like probably like a more handsome version of Davdan, and Amaris is just like, no, and she's like going to like bring his arm closer to her, like kind of hug it, and just be like, he is perfect the way he is.
You see him go pink in the cheeks, and he's like, thank you.
I didn't know the elves had a scarlet race.
And Esmond pipes up and he goes, I mean, if it's any consolation, he has white hair and like dark skin.
More handsome.
And
I was right.
he's got purple markings. Hold on.
Also, real quick, can I give audience inspiration to Seji for when Nuri messages people? Is there like a Kim Possible ringtone first?
Yeah. Da, 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 da. What's the sitch?
Awesome.
I love that. Let me describe to you guys. I'll describe what he looks like. I actually do have imagery, which will be dropping at some point.
At some point.
Hold on. Somehow Seji actually doesn't have inspiration, so I'm gonna put it on the board. Congratulations, Seji. You now have
this.
inspiration.
Yes. So Nuvian has dark blue eyes, very pale gray skin, and brilliant white hair. His markings on his cheeks are actually of like a lavender purple color, as Esmond describes. And he says purple, and Nuri goes, like a lavender, and he goes, yeah. And he talks about how his hair is very like thick and wavy. So
His lush snow white locks.
yeah, I'm excited to see. Love that Nuri is obsessed with the darker looks. Yep. She's like, but she's super married.
This is true.
Amaris would give Nuri a look, just like this is a look. She's not actually going to say it, but she just like gives her a look that's like, are you sure you're still gonna like him when the curse is lifted?
She just like is a little shake, like no, not now, but like not a no, but like a not now.
Later.
That's a later problem.
Yeah, it's future Nuri issues.
I mean, it's funny because canonically, she married a ginger.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
She married the complete opposite of what she has right now.
Which, nothing against gingers. It's just funny, like, that it's the complete opposite.
It's the complete opposite. He just go lose his gorgeous white hair that flows in the wind and the snow. Oh, the tragedy. It's fine. He wants to have his red hair back, which will be great. He'll look like Ami. It's fine.
People won't question anymore.
People won't question anymore if she had an affair.
She's like,
just lots of pros.
Alrighty. Well, yeah, Esmond finishes describing what Nuvian looks like, and Davdan, a little flustered, is like, yeah, that's my brother. It sounds like him. And he has not tried to move his arm away from you, Amaris. He's just still standing there awkwardly.
She's touching my arm. She's touching my arm.
Yeah. Yeah, you look at Greg for that.
Classic. The classic.
I love it. And then Seji going, you and me both, Nuri.
Thanks, Seji. Thank you.
Yes. Alrighty. Shout out fictional characters with long white hair. Yeah, they're pretty awesome. Alrighty. Davden says, so what's the plan?
Do we have any of his stuff by chance? Nuvian's things, like something that belonged to him.
Davden kind of like pats down his pockets a little bit. He's like, I don't have anything from my brother. And Esmond like thinks a little bit and he goes, actually, I might have something. And Nuri's like, excuse me?
Excuse me?
What? He was my best friend for centuries.
Killed your son.
I thought we were past this.
Well, apparently you still hold on to his things, so...
Okay, it was one thing that he gave me that I think I just left in my bag, okay? And he's like, just walks away.
Mumbles under her breath, left in his bag, but it's his best friend for centuries. Yeah, right.
Ezra's a little sassy this morning.
Accident.
I give him full props to do that. I mean, Nuri's digging at old wounds here.
Yeah.
Old wounds? Oh, they're not that old. Also, the guy who told to, like, you know, throw her grandpa overboard. Yeah.
I thought we were past this.
See?
We had a conversation. Nuri biting back her tongue.
We were on a break.
You're pregnant.
So how about we get back on topic about saving the world?
So yeah, the world, right?
Nuri. He comes back after a little bit. Sorry, I shouted that one out as Emily being funny, not him actually shouting that. I should clarify. That was
Good
me
distinction.
shouting that.
Good clarification.
Not Esmond, because Esmond would not shout that out. So, anyways, Esmond does return.
Nuri definitely seems like she's containing some words.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna hear them later. But
doesn't want to be touched.
He comes and he actually like gently places his hand on your shoulder.
She slides out of it.
And he just kind of like looks at you and like there's a little like sad puppy dog face for a second before he also is upset. So he's like, no, I'm not sad. No. And he pulls out a ring.
He pulls out the ring and Nuri literally throws her hands up. She's like, oh my gosh.
What, it's not like he proposed to me. I'm really confused. Why are you upset about this?
A ring, Oh, you kept his ring. Oh, great.
I kept my ring.
That he gave you.
Well, no. I kept my wedding ring.
Oh, yes, I know. The one you forgot to tell me for, what, 18 years? That I could find you with?
We're not talking about this right now.
Why are you?
I've done a lot of dumb things, okay? My intelligence score is not that high. Nor is my wisdom score, apparently.
Two dumb stats, crazy.
As he pulls out a ring, He does have stats. As he pulls out a ring that has that is just actually just a simple like silver ring. That just has like some etched runes on it. And he goes, "This is Nuvian's. Gave it to me a while back, and you can do what you want with it because it means nothing to me now."
Douse will step forward. Before Nuri throws this overboard, it grabs it. Let's use this to track him, shall we?
Yeah.
The most precious thing that's been thrown overboard.
So, before we officially start doing this, order of operations, right? We figure out where he is first, and then we perform the ceremony, or do we want to perform the ceremony and then figure out like if he's on the move?
Thea speaks up. Oh, sorry. Were you saying something?
Yeah, he's like, it makes sense either way to me. But any thoughts?
Thea says, I think we might want to do the ritual first. Just over the distance that Miles and I had covered, the Wrens have gotten bad. Cities have fallen, been enshrouded, and it's all, at least right now, it's mostly just distraught in the east. But it's making its way over here to the west.
I agree for slightly different reasons. More of just, I don't know, like, how long is this ritual going to take again? About an hour?
Mm-hmm.
He could, I mean, with the, depending on how close he is to like a toadstool ring or whatnot, he could easily travel quite a large distance if we're not careful.
I'm sorry, I want to give Seji inspiration, but he already has it for that one comment. I imagine Esmond just stares into the distance sometimes, and on the outside he looks super broody and in deep thought, but on the inside he's like, dang, that's a cool tree. Do I look cool right now? That 100% is Esmond. You got it right on the ball, Seji.
Do I look cool right now? I look cool right now.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
That, or he's got a song stuck in his head.
Yes. Alrighty. So, what are you guys going to do?
So, sending to the king the ritual and then scrying on Esmond.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes, in that order. I think
Esmond,
that's the plan.
I mean Nuvian.
Esmond's
Yes.
like, you can scry on me all you want. No, I'm mad.
Also, Dane's the one scrying.
Oh. Well, I was saying this to my wife, so... Not you, Dane. Don't scry on me. That would be weird and frankly inappropriate.
Very.
Dane nods.
Dane does nod, and she takes Douse's hand and squeezes it a little bit.
Douse like kind of steps in between them. But he's short, so it doesn't do much.
Just like a direct eye contact. He's not in the way at all.
Exactly.
Imagine a little kid trying to protect his mother. That kind of like height difference.
She's not that much taller than you. She's like
True.
5'2".
Never mind.
How tall is Douse again?
He's like 4'9", 4'10".
So yeah, so not that much of a difference. She's 5'2".
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she got the short genes in the family.
Short. Oh well.
Wow.
Dusty's just observing all this. He's just like, love does weird things to people.
Okay. Yes, I will message the king And then I think we should probably do the ritual off the ship. Because as Dusty described, like, sucked a bunch of things in and was crazy. So.
Yep.
Yes. Yes, okay. Well, I'm gonna do that. And okay.
Alrighty. So you cast sending.
Hey, King. Well, just so you know, Nuvian is apparently going to shadow travel into the Lux Kingdom, try and take Heartstone, but
One more word in the new spell slot.
I have 3. What?
We're counting different. We'll say 3.
Okay.
We'll give you extra words just in case I'm wrong. I trust.
but that bad.
You get back a response fairly promptly. So it goes, Nuri, I appreciate the warning. Please stay safe. We shall protect the kingdom and do everything we can. Much appreciated. La 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 la.
Good way to use it.
La 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 la.
It's just la 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 la.
He's just like out on a stroll through the garden. He's continuing.
It's just la 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 la. Okay. Gotta use up these words.
Oh, I had some extra ones.
Davdan steps forward, and then realizes his kind of like realizes again that Amaris was holding his arm, and then like has this moment where he's like frozen with like 1 foot forward as he's staring at the at the arm, and he just like
Amaris at this point will let go and just be like, "I'm sorry."
and then you see him kind of like still kind of frozen, like looking at where the arms were and like looking where his next step is gonna take him, and he's like, and he just like stays standing exactly where he is, like mid-step, and he goes, so what did my father say?
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I forget you can't hear it. As she's like writing in her notebook. Silence fast. She's like, he said they will do what they can to prepare and protect the kingdom and la 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 la.
Well, good. I do hope that we can finish this.
And kill your brother. Alright, let's do this.
He seems a little sad. He finishes his step forward and with just a heavy sigh. Yes, and kill Nuvian.
Hi, hello, Emily.
Hi.
Oh no, okay. Something about the whole situation that has gone down has led her to be a little more harsh today. Just for context. As he's like, he's sad, and she's literally gonna just be like, you're like, kind of just like pat his shoulder and like, cheer up, buddy. It's all right. We could always raise him as an undead.
He
wasn't that great anyways. You know, it's fine.
Some undead are stronger than others, just saying. Out of game.
He says, if you will grant me one request, I would request that he does not get brought back.
Oh, he wouldn't be brought back. It would just be his body.
Well, yes, but he's still my brother. I would like to...
Well, no.
To plant him.
No, to
So
each
no
their
necromancy
own,
this
then.
time, Nuri.
Well, if there's anything left to bury, sure. All right.
Either way, body or ashes or whatever it is, we shall still plant him in our traditional customs.
Very generous.
Greg seems to he's looking like he wants to rebut that.
Out of game. Dusty's like, to each their own. Greg's like, yeah, but isn't he like banished and stuff?
Right?
I did have the thought. I was like, is he allowed?
He didn't say it would be on the Lux Kingdom.
I guess not. He's
But,
trying
like,
to make a lich. Like, that's what he's he's like, there's no way he has a phylactery. There's no way he has this. There's no way he does that.
But think
Right.
of it like this. It's somewhat like the same situation that Amaris is in. Like he's thinking, while he's banished, like would the king be okay with them bringing Nuvian's body back to do a burial there, or would he not be welcome back even if he's dead and they would have to bury him somewhere else?
Yeah, if you ask, Davdan would explain that no, yes, he is my brother, but he is banished. So it would just be me and my father coming out here and burying him out here in the way that we do it.
Makes sense.
Well, either way, you don't have to approach it with such a sad face. This is a good day. We're healing the world. We're getting rid of an infection. It's gonna be great. Get some revenge. She's like, yes, revenge.
I have never personally had a brother. Well, not alive, I suppose. I have a brother. But
Miles is kind of he just kind of it's like, yeah. Touch.
You might have another one soon.
Thea puts her hand on her stomach as she goes,
works on second buddy unit, I suppose. Either way, I understand that it is probably pretty upsetting to have to do this. But remember, you have promised me that you're not going to hesitate when fighting. So, just don't do that.
He takes a deep breath before he speaks. Yes, I did promise that, and he kind of steels himself and stands a little straighter and goes, "You do not have to worry. I always uphold my promises. I will not hesitate against my brother."
Good. Dusty nods as he reaches down into his bag of tricks and starts pulling out animals. As he feels the conversation is over. He's
like, all right.
I'm rolling. We're rolling for these.
Are these for the ritual?
Reaches in, pulls out a brown bear.
The brown bear's like, I just came into life, into existence. What is reality?
Don't worry. I'm gonna disappear at the next call.
Anyways, next. Hey, that's not bad. A giant boar. And
Okay.
lastly, a second brown bear. All the boys. Wow, these are the best rolls I've gotten with the bag of tricks. This is not balanced. It's fine.
At least existential bear is a scary bear. One of them is having an existential crisis.
Yeah. Dusty will also bring his 2 bears and his boar down to the area as he's like getting ready to start doing
So
stuff.
are you guys like going onto the beach, or are you going on to like out into the meadow, or like
Forest, beach, or meadow? Is there a forest? No, it's too far.
no, yeah, it is kind of far away. There's like a lightly treed area, you know, but like, yeah. Oh my fellas. Yes. So those are your 3 options, unless you wanted to go somewhere else.
Plains makes the most sense. Can see the furthest. Less obstructions.
Yes. Well, the fog is lightening up, but it is still fairly foggy. And chilly. Dusty, for like the first time, you're actually feeling a bit of the cold.
It's a wee bit chilly. Strange. This feels very similar to my body malfunctioning. It's like looking at his hand shaking. He's like, that's weird.
What is this liquid?
Thea comes over and puts a coat around you.
He just kind of like gives a short nod.
Alrighty.
Okay.
To the meadow then, yes?
Yep.
All
Sounds
right.
like a plan.
I'm gonna use my daily spell scroll that I get from being a scribe wizard and just give myself a mage armor.
Okay, awesome. Alright, Davdan, Esmond, and Dane will join you all. And Thea. Miles will stay with the ship right now. Just to make sure that if there is any need for an emergency takeoff, that he can take off.
Makes sense.
Alrighty. You all head over to the meadows. Let me get some new music here. You guys head over to the meadows. Let me actually put you guys on a map. I'll just put you on a plain little meadow here.
Oh, there's wood on our boat.
Hold on, I gotta zoom out real quick.
That's the carriage.
These are
How'd
all...
that get here?
Oh, and Val and Echo are on here.
And now my screen is black.
Sorry. Let me get you
But I
guys.
still have.
Val and Echo, what are you doing here?
What the?
Surprise!
Oh,
Let's get everybody out here. Why is this not? Oh, whoops! That's the wrong Esmond token. There we go. I put out the one with the red circle around it because there was a possibility of him becoming an enemy in this campaign, depending on how you guys played your
Nuri
cards.
played the guilt trips.
makes sense.
That was a
Dang
close
it, Nuri!
call. It was that nat 20 persuasion check
That
back
was-
in
Actually,
the
yeah.
hotel.
I like to feel that nat 20 was the start of the things, and then we just kind of bullied him into submission. We just belittled him, and now he's a part of the party. He's got Stockholm syndrome just a little bit, but it's okay.
Nuri keeps him
It's better to
obedient
be
by
with
beating
us
him down
than with him.
occasionally.
Yeah, true. Oh,
No, it was because of Seji.
Seji's fault. It's
You
all
wanted her to-
Seji's fault.
You wanted her to forgive, okay?
Apparently, she hasn't.
Well, it's a little hard, okay, to forgive certain things. She's just a little bitter that he held onto the ring, okay? It's like holding onto your like mistress's phone number. That's what it feels like.
Is it though?
That's what it feels like to her. He's still holding on. You know that meme where it's like, no, let go. You're still holding on. That's, yeah.
I mean, I guess she doesn't know if he could use that ring the same way that the wedding rings work.
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
you never know. You
That's
never know.
exactly what she's thinking.
Alrighty. Making markings on the map here. Okay, the 9 tokens. All just scribbled on the map. But as you all go and place them in a circular fashion, as Knowledge had told you to do, you set them each onto the ground, each of these tokens. Where are you guys all positioning yourselves?
I suggest we should all be responsible for 1 token.
I'm in the toadstool ring, ready to go and just leave.
There's no toadstool ring, sadly. That's just on the map.
Douse, if we're all going to take a token, Douse will stand next to whichever one Dane is at.
Ooh. Dane will be right over here.
Good. Healers on either corner makes sense. Just in case, you never know.
Let's see. Oh, that's what happened. Douse and Amaris got put on like the same spot, so I was like, we're missing something.
I was there first.
Sorry.
That's just how close she wants to be with Daphne. They occupy the same 5 feet.
Love.
There
Woo,
is
love.
1 token that is unmanned as of now. 8 people and 9 tokens.
I could probably take 2.
I see a 9th one right here.
I could probably take. I mean, I've got 2 bears, a giant boar, 8 snakes, and that's. I have Dusty the Scorpion in case things get dicey. I can just take him out of my, take him out, pick him up, and make him go big mode.
True.
Yeah, he's sad he has to chill in your pack now instead of in your mouth.
Yeah, he stays
His
up
home's all
resting
gone.
inside of my scarf usually.
Ah,
Scarf.
I see.
It's hard quotation marks scarf.
Houdini will take on the mantle of watching this token with his brave little claws. And I'm assuming the other animals will help as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
the
other animals will
animals,
help.
the animals are taking this.
We got
All
all of
us-
us here, and nature.
Have my axe.
You have
Yeah.
Let me get
Oh,
you some
whoa.
animals.
and the goat.
Yeah, canonically, Dusty every 6 seconds is speaking in Druidic, which may sound like chanting to everyone else, but he is just telling the animals to continue doing their job, because he has to do it every 6 seconds, otherwise they will, quote, in absence of such orders, the creatures act in a fashion appropriate to their nature. So,
So you had two bears and what?
a giant boar.
Okay, well I
Two
don't
brown
have a
Bears
and a
immediately
giant-
start attacking the boar.
Just start.
I don't
I mean, they're
have a
hungry.
boar token, so I'm going to put a goat down.
It's okay. I've got the stats for him. So.
Okay, awesome. Let me just put controlled by, so you can control them.
It's like a father with his kids, keeping them in line. Stop it! No.
Come on.
Hold the-
Alrighty. You all come to this moment where you set your tokens down. Each of these tokens that represents a different virtue. And at first, nothing happens. But after a moment, you feel the wind begin to pick up. And the fog around you begins to swirl and spin. It seems to be like picking up and starting to whip around you. The fog in the area begins to get pulled into this point in the center between all of the tokens. The tokens themselves begin to glow. This bright, warm light. And they begin to raise up. You all, even those of you who are not magically inclined, feel the magic and emanating from all of these tokens. It's almost as if you can taste the magic. There's so much magic in the air as it again swirls around you in this fog getting pulled together. You now see sparks as if this, almost like this arc of lightning is spinning around. The tokens raise up to about 5 feet in the air before they begin to start combining towards the center, moving slowly. You know that this is going to take an hour as you wait and you watch as they slowly begin to come closer. 10 minutes pass. Nothing different. They keep moving. 20 minutes pass. They keep moving. 30 minutes pass. And they're still coming closer. It's honestly, at this point, you're kind of like, this is kind of a boring ritual. But the wind is still whipping your hair. The arcs of lightning are striking. 40 minutes pass at this point. And it's at the 50-minute mark that the ground begins to rumble. This the shudder and the shake of the ground. You kind of look at each other. Something doesn't feel quite right. But the tokens themselves...
Mars is pulling out her rapier.
There we go. You pull it out. As the tokens are still slowly coming together.
How close are the tokens together at this point? With only 10 minutes left?
With only 10 minutes left, the circle is probably about... I'm just gonna, like, bring them all here. Sorry, give me a sec. There. Not this close together.
Wait.
Think about
Is the rumbling particularly familiar by chance?
Like, yes, but like you guys have felt like the rumbling ground before. Whether generally like from big things happening either beneath the earth or on top of the earth. I wouldn't say that you can tell like what's happening from it, but the rumble just shakes and everything settles again once more.
This makes Nuri just a little bit nervous. Wait, is it like earthquake rumble or like monster
Earthquake
rumble?
Earthquake rumble. Like beneath the earth kind of a thing. You can't tell specifically, to be honest, like what's happening, but like you feel like the ground shaking as if the earth itself is shaking.
Oh, okay. So if we see anybody pop out of the trees or come from the air or whatever, then Nuri will get right next to the things, the tokens, and she's going to drop down a tiny hut using her ability to like cast a ritual at a normal. Wait, no, is it a minute casting? Then that wouldn't work. I don't remember. Never mind. I think it's a minute casting time normally.
Okay.
Yeah, so never mind, that wouldn't work.
Well, 5 minutes pass at this point, and the ground rumbles again, but this time I need you all to roll a dexterity saving throw.
at this moment, Douse is having a brief thought of like, Nuvi's not going to pop out and try and steal our wish, is he?
I wish to be 2 inches taller.
Just 2.
This entire ritual just to cast the wish spell for 2 inches tall.
Hey, I could finally be 6 foot. Dusty could be 6 foot again.
Gotta watch out for Dusty. That's what we really gotta watch out for.
I'm like, I wish Dusty was a Genasi. Like, change his race again.
I want a buddy.
I want a buddy.
Alrighty. Greg, with your 13 dexterity saving throw, you succeed and you manage to keep your footing. Sierra, with your 11, you are knocked to the ground as the ground violently shakes. Megan, with your 7, you also are thrown to the ground. And Douse, with your 16, you are upright. Let me roll for our other companions. First, Dane. She fails. She fell to the ground. Now Esmond. He fails. What the frick? Oh
Ow.
no.
How?
Because he rolled like a 2.
Imagine a dex fighter failing a dexterity saving throw.
No, I think
Yikes.
he's a strength fighter.
He's strength fighter. That makes sense.
Yeah, he's strength fighter.
Makes more sense.
He was just thrown off by their argument earlier this morning, him and Nuri.
And Davdan rolled a nat 1, so...
Ah!
So yeah, so they all fall down. Except for Dusty and Douse. You're the only ones that are standing. As everybody else is like just knocked to the ground from this. Again, 5 minutes left on the ritual as the ground doesn't stop shaking. Because of this, it is going to take all of your movement to stand back up. The ground is now difficult terrain as it just does not stop shaking.
So I'll use my movement to get up then.
Is it clear that the shaking's from the ritual?
No, it is not clear.
Can I do a perception check or something to
Um,
figure out where it is originating?
I would have you roll. I want you to roll investigation for me.
Okay.
Dusty's gonna move a little bit closer to the circle of the tokens. Just gonna move in a little bit.
Okay. And remember,
That
audience, you
is-
can affect the rolls with your audience inspiration.
I rolled a 13.
13. Alrighty. Anyone else think the rumbling and start looking for titans? Yeah. Love it.
Well, we have fought a sandworm. That's
There
where
we
my
go.
brain went to.
That's true. With your 13, you're kind of investigating the area, looking around. You actually end up placing a hand on the ground, trying to feel the rumble and the vibrations. And it feels like something's moving. Something's happening underground that you can't quite peg. But the rumbling is not coming from the ritual. It's coming from something underground.
Like, might come up from underneath the tokens?
And in one fell swoop, as you
Oh, no.
recognize this, two
Purple worm.
the purple worm, to your guys's, or I guess to the east, a giant rend emerges from the ground.
Oh no.
Its big tentacled inky blackness is waving in the sky. It erupts. Roll initiative. Said you
This
guys
is really
think
bad because we can't do anything for it.
We do nothing against this.
Douse
we,
and fence it.
we wait or lose. We wait or lose.
How many minutes did you say we're left? 4?
At this point, it'd be like 4 minutes. Yeah.
Four, right? 4, right? That's only, what, 40 rounds? We're fine.
Can I
We're
bring it
fine.
down to a 3?
Hmm?
Bring it down to a 3?
3 minutes?
3 minutes.
It's like 2.5, right? I heard 2, but I just want to, like, to be fair, I think 2.5.
It keeps getting lower, apparently.
1 minute only? Yeah, that seems... I think I heard 1.
4 it is.
It
Oh,
bursts through, and rocks go flying. Dirt is sprayed everywhere. Nuri, the animals, Dusty, Thea, and Esmond each get like dirt sprayed at them. So I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw for me. So Nuri, Dusty, Thea, and Esmond roll Constitution saving throws.
Want me to roll for my animals as well?
Yes, please. Alrighty.
Well.
Esmond is still upset from the fight earlier, and he rolled really bad.
I'm sorry, husband.
Yeah, that was not good. He rolled a 4.
We're in autumn, right?
Right now it is autumn, yes.
Alright.
Do you want me to roll in for the owl as well?
Yes,
Beanie.
please. Alrighty. Alrighty, and don't forget to roll for initiative if you... Oh, you guys already have. Perfect.
Yep, I rolled a 14.
Perfect. Who is not on here? Oh. Oh, whoops. Wrong button. And then Megan got a 7.
So many rolls.
No, my initiative is a 10.
Oh, a 10? Okay. putting it in here real quick. Alrighty. So for the Constitution saves, Greg, with your Constitution save of a 10, you save. Nothing happens. But dirt does go blasting around you. Sierra got a 16. Houdini got an 11. The two bears, 15 and 11, all fine. The boar, however, got an 8. Esmond got a 4. And Thea got like a, what'd she get? Like a 15 or 16. It was around there. So she's fine. Both the boar and Esmond get blinded as dirt goes into their eyes, and they try to get it out. They will now have disadvantage on their next attack roll.
Oof. Oh no.
Yeah, Lady Noir, he is failing all of his rolls right now. But Nuri, oh, let me add a BG turn. I'm just gonna use Houdini to mark the bad guy turn on the thing.
Cool.
Secret villain.
It was him the whole time. He's been
No.
playing us like fools.
Now it makes sense why they always knew our location. I mean,
We
was
got a
Houdini.
dirty 20, so actually it goes first.
Oh no.
good job, Houdini.
Yeah, Houdini.
Come on.
Darn.
The Rend.
Oh,
this-
it's such a... Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Conflicts feed the Wrens. Hold on, I have this.
Probably regretting that conversation you had with your
Dang it,
husband
Nuri.
earlier now, huh, Nuri? could have bought us a few extra minutes.
Kind of like put you like in the, you know, that big shirt was like, I love my brother, but it's like, I love my husband kind of shirt.
That's right. Like, we're buddies, we're pals.
Here we go. I need to write this on a sticky note. Give me 1 sec so I don't have to keep switching back and forth on here.
Oh no, I'm really stressed. We can't do anything to this. It literally does nothing. Except water.
Only thought I have. Oh man. In a perfect world, I prepared my water spell instead of my earth spell, but alas, the one time I don't. But you know, maybe if we just throw things into it, it will like take its turn attacking the things. So if I just like send waves and waves of conjured animals.
They like disintegrate though and touched.
They do, but it's okay. They're allowed to die because they're not really animals. They're technically, quote, fey spirits.
Oh, that's...
So you can die.
Alrighty, perfect. I just wrote down the stats on my sticky notes so I don't have to worry about it. Seji goes, I will give Nori inspo, only if she tries to make up with Esmond ASAP. I'll use my inspo to help Esmond roll that air. Alright, Nori, if you do that. Also, the LOP official
Bribery.
merch from the campaign. We do have official merch. Well, I mean...
The
we have
campaign keepers. Learn to take notes, master notes like Nuri. Come on, guys.
There we go.
Can't be the only note taker here.
True.
Woohoo.
True.
Alrighty.
I'm just joking. You guys do take notes. I'm joking. I was joking.
Can't believe it.
Wow, Nuri.
I'm sorry. I feel so bad. I'm sorry.
Why are you
I was
bullying Dane?
I was joking.
That was targeted. No, I'm kidding.
I think it's at this moment that I realize I'm the only one who doesn't take physical notes.
That's okay. Oh no,
No, I don't take notes like at all.
Oh,
I'm bad at notes too. Don't worry. I'm not.
That's
I'm not great
okay.
at notes.
That's why you gotta get the campaign keeper because it's really good at helping you, like, take notes. So, there you go.
There you go.
Alrighty, it is going to attack all three of your creatures. Dusty.
I'm glad.
The first attack against the goat or the boar. 18 to hit.
Hit.
miss. Oh.
It hits.
Bye, boar.
Alrighty. Let me get this down. The size of it is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so it is going to take 2 bludgeoning damage plus 2d6 bludgeoning plus 12d6 necrotic.
Oh, okay. I was like, wow, 14 damage.
Yeah, no,
This
no,
thing's
no.
garbage.
I like really want to roll a ton of d6s, but that's a lot.
Probably.
So
Unwise. Although, very satisfying. If you ever want to cast Meteor Swarm, wow. Okay.
that is 41 points of damage to the boar. As the
41?
Yes, as the first tentacle comes and boom, smashes down on the boar.
The boar survives, but it is severely crippled at 1 HP. I'm like, oh, that was one of my strongest animals.
Oh no.
And now it is striking at the first bear. It's going down the line with a 27 to hit.
Hit.
Okay, it's rolling the same damage. 45 points of damage
It is dead.
as it boom, goes and smashes it like the Cyclops in the Epic the Musical Saga. Just boom. All right.
How much did you say
What-
that was?
45 points.
45.
Of damage.
How much HP do you have max, Nuri? Just want to double check.
58. It can one-shot me almost.
It
I was saying
can.
that wasn't max.
That's a natural 20 on the last bear.
It's dead.
Do
I
we
don't
know
think
the-
you can physically roll low enough for it not to die here.
So that's 51 points of damage. Or I guess it's double the dice, not roll them again. So let
I don't know
me
about you,
just
but I see a
do-
42 at the bottom.
No,
Well,
well, it's 51, and then I rolled again. So that's 102 points of damage on the other bear as it smashes down and it's reduced to dust. The
Both
ground
bears just-
itself is caved in where it smashed down on the bear, and you notice little tiny wrens begin to peek up from where it smashed the bear in, and it pulls its tentacle back up.
Do we know what type of damage it was doing?
It was doing 2d6 bludgeoning and 12d6 necrotic.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, it is now Nuri's turn. Yay! Not the gun on the mantle we expected, but the one we needed. Yeah, Nuri will die.
That's correct, Melody Wolf.
Nuri might die.
I'm gonna put the crit on the board.
I'm very close, and
Feel
I'm
pretty
a
proud
wizard.
on this one. You're like, I'm squishy.
Difficult terrain, remember.
Oh no, it's difficult to.
Mm-hmm. As the ground is still rumbling and shaking, so it is difficult terrain, so it will cost double movement.
I'm real scared right now.
Yeah, remember, audience, you can't affect the rules of the game, advantage or disadvantage to anyone. Nuri, what
You
are you
wanna
gonna
see-
do? You're right next to it.
I
You're
mean, if
within
you want to
range.
see the rend Nat 20, Nuri. So how many people do we have? If everyone gives an advantage, statistically, it will be a natural 20. Statistically.
Especially if she uses blood dice.
Especially with the blood dice.
Man,
Well, we
I
don't
should have
need
made up
advantage
with
for blood dice.
Esmond. This wouldn't have happened.
The funny thing with that is I actually didn't roll the blood dice on that one. I was like, alrighty, I'll just roll this one, and there we go.
Okay, well, I don't know of anything I can do that will help. So
You are within its range as well.
oh no. So
Ooh.
even oh no.
Missy step?
How
Okay.
far is its range? Can I tell how far its range is? Do I how
I
far
mean, the
it-
bears
Can
bears
I
were
escape?
here. Mathematically, the bears were here, so the same trajectory, 15 feet. I'm sorry.
So you don't know its range. You don't know its range, but it is very big, so you can assume that its range is very big.
You took math. You know trigonometry. You know that the sides of a triangle. This is an
That's wrong.
isosceles triangle. You're in range.
can I get out of range is the question.
The worry is also if each time it eats something, does it get longer? Because it did just eat.
Disengage? Run?
Run?
For your
Question mark?
Uh,
I'm really scared right now.
so you guys were knocked down, but I'm going to say that you used all of your movement to stand up already.
Oh! Are you sure? Okay, because I will take it if you say I'm down, but if you...
Because high or low? High or low audience? High or low audience?
That's a first person to say it. Or majority. We'll do both.
Hi. Okay, Melody Wolf said hi.
Sorry,
Alrighty.
YouTube. You guys are running slow.
Low.
It is what it is. Twitch has faster time.
Yeah,
For
Twitch
some
does
reason.
have
True.
a faster time.
Don't know why. It is what it is.
Alrighty. And it was low. So everyone is knocked down
no.
still. And
Wait,
it-
except for, who was it, Douse?
Douse and
Douse and
Dusty.
Dusty.
Are the only
Did
ones
Thea also roll or no?
Oh no, she didn't roll for that. Let's see. Oh, she succeeds, so she's up.
You know, I had thoughts, and then you pulled out the 100 points of damage, and now I'm just like, I have no words.
It was 100 off a
Still sucks.
crit. It's
Crawl,
only
Nuri. Crawl.
that bad? I mean, bad.
She's like, okay, I imagine this. The ground is shaking. She falls to the ground. The ground is like hard terrain, so like the ground's all like mismatched. This thing bursts out of the ground. Dirt's flying. She like covers her eyes, but then like Esmond, well, she can't see Esmond, but you know, cry out or something. Dirt in his eyes. It just kills 2 big bears, or like a boar, like it was nothing.
Severely crippled the boar.
So okay,
Yeah.
severely
Boar
crippled
probably
the boar.
can't walk anymore. It's prone.
It won't be going back to
I'm
its
just
family.
minding. It's prone.
Nuri is just filled with fear, and her immediate reaction is to create the sphere around her, and that's just what she does. She's like, "Oh my goodness!"
The
Boom.
bubble of invulnerability.
Yep, she makes the hamster ball, and that's what she does. And then she can move it, and she's gonna crawl in the bubble, but I can only move it like half of my speed. But then it's also terrain,
Isn't that like 5 feet?
so
You
I
can
can move it 5 feet. I'll go move it 5 feet.
Prone. Yeah, so move yourself 5 feet.
I'm gonna move myself 5 feet this way.
Smacks her, ping pongs her up all the way out into the distance.
She's like, this is not a good position.
The tentacle comes out like a
Is it-
golf club and just.
So I
Knocks her
did
to the
move.
boat.
I'm now 20 feet away from it. Does it lash out?
Nope,
Did I? Oh no.
you did not leave its range of attack.
Dusty, you're also in his range. Okay, well, that was my turn.
No.
I'm so
It's now
scared.
the NPC turn.
Yay!
Yay! Esmond is going to use half of his movement to stand up. Which his movement is 30, so he spends 15 feet to stand up. Can he get to you?
He can't see, though.
He is blinded for this turn. He gets disadvantage on his first attack roll.
He has no idea.
So because he's got dirt.
Walks
dark
towards
in
you,
his
pushes you closer.
No!
Esmond is going to shout, Nuri! Nuri! And kind of like try and go in the direction that you had cried out in. So I'm actually going to roll a d4 on the direction he goes. Oh, okay. He goes this way. So he actually does get a little close to you.
Oh no!
You're
not
like,
to say
this is
anything.
bad.
Oh no!
Alrighty. He is going to use his turn to try and, like, defend you, essentially, as he is trying to also clear his eyes so he can see for the next round. So his turn is kind of wasted a little bit.
So, technically, I can, like, tell my bird to do something, and it, like, technically has its own initiative, but I was just, like, at the end, can I just be, like, the bird's over Esmond, and we'll take the blow if something attacks him?
Alrighty, yes, you can do that. I'm gonna move Houdini right over into this square, though.
Okay.
Yes, so Houdini can do that.
Sorry, Houdini. I'm sorry.
Sacrifice.
The sacrifice must be made.
Thea is going to shoot the rend, even though that has not proven to do stuff. And she misses! She misses! Okay,
That's
There was some
my
interference, dust got in her eye or something, you know.
yeah.
There's
she
dust in
misses.
the eye, yeah.
She's gonna
Yeah.
shoot again, but with a different dice. She missed!
That's my mom. Let's go.
I rolled a 3 and then a 4. That's not good. Alrighty. Well, she's done all she can, and she's like, well, crap. And she is going to walk 15 feet back. And then Dane. Oh my gosh. Well, actually, we'll do Davdan and then Dane. Davdan. Let me pull out his character sheet. That I have not pulled out yet. Where even is the character sheet? Right here. Davdan! With a challenge rating of 12. Alrighty. He is going to... say... Alrighty. So what he is going to do is going to use his... Where is it? Where's the Holy Fire attack? And it uses Holy Fire. Oh, that's it was mislabeled. It's called Dragon Fire. Okay. So he is going to use his Dragon Fire attack. As he points at the rend, and you just hear him shout, I really hope this works! And he like points at it and seems to draw some sort of rune in the air, and then thrust his hand forward in like a 5 motion. And you see this like rune that looks to be draconic, lights up in the air, and then all of a sudden this fireball is like hurtling from the sky towards the rend. And the rend whips off to the side, and the fire just barely strikes the base of it. And it will take half of the damage on this one.
Hold on. Did it try to dodge it?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Wait, you
Dusty
said he
takes-
used fire?
Yeah.
Just normal fire? Like
It
magical
was
fire, but like...
it was the draconic fire. Yeah.
Huh.
This one's a little interesting.
Yeah, where's Marilla when you need her? You know what I mean? Like...
It will take half damage. Because you guys haven't seen, like, you guys have seen, like, these giant wrens before, and you fought against them and it's done nothing, seemingly. This time, you're finding out new things. Let me write this down real quick. I should probably just have, like, a token, but I don't. So that would actually make it so much easier on me. So we're gonna put... Is this not... Why is it not letting me use it? Okay, none of these want me to use them. Okay, there we go. We're gonna just delete.
This is very terrifying to face something that can literally just one-shot you. That's one hit and you're gone.
Yeah, it really is. It's a scary battle. So we're gonna have that on there so I can actually have like a token on the map for them. Alrighty. Ooh, I love this. The Fractal Engine cookie clicker token. Yep. Alrighty. Last but not least, Dane is going to cast a spell. What is she going to cast? Probably something similar. And it's so hard when NPCs have, like, spells. Okay. She's going to shoot out a high-level guiding bolt at it. And that one does hit. Roll the damage. Okay. It will take half damage. Alrighty. It is now, finally, Douse's turn!
I was muted. Did it take any damage from that guiding bolt, or?
Not that you can tell.
Okay.
It seemed to just absorbed it. Rather than, but I will say this, rather than it let your weapons and spells and attacks going through it and like just being destroyed in it, it actually seems to have absorbed the spell.
Okay. Well, I got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I technically have 5 more feet of movement. Can I use that or no?
Well, it's difficult terrain though, so your speed is halved.
Yes.
I know. That's why I'm asking. It's not a. Each box is 5 feet, but I only have 5 left.
I see what you're saying. Oh.
Yeah, so you cannot move forward if you have 5 left.
Okay.
Because it would take 10 to move.
That is as far as Douse can get to helping his friends. So he will use patient defense doesn't do much here because he was going to use that if he can get close enough. So he will first use Tentacle of the Deep and summon himself a little tentacle buddy to start attacking with. And we'll put it in between Nuri and the giant tentacle.
Okay.
Or the giant rend. That makes a magical... Or you can make a melee spell attack with that. That is, I think that's going to be like a 20. I rolled a 19.
To hit?
Yes.
Do
I add?
How big is your tentacle? Is it 5 foot by 5 foot?
It is 10 foot long, but it is a 5 foot by 5 foot square.
Okay. Oh, but 10 foot long, like tall.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just gave you control of this little water token on the map.
Yay! Again, so I'm trying to remember, like, magic spell attacks. Do I add my proficiency to those?
Those should already be added into your spell attack bonus.
Okay.
Spell attack bonus should be your proficiency bonus plus your spellcasting ability modifier bonus.
Then that is a 21 to hit.
21 does hit.
It takes 1d8 cold damage.
I'm sorry, C1 class goes, Douse use water gun. It's super effective. I'm
Wait,
just thinking
are we
of
10th level?
Pokemon. You guys are 10th
We are 10th level. That takes 2d8 damage.
Oh, big bump.
There's my d8.
Does it actually take damage from this? Or is it just kind of like reacting how it was before? It was kind of like slapping the water.
The water seems to just be like slapping on it. So now spells work on it. It's interesting to see how it develops over time. As the water seems to just be like slapping it back, essentially. It does not seem like any of these are doing anything to it, at least visibly that you guys can tell. It seems to actually be hitting something solid, which that didn't happen before.
Except when the water was fighting it
Except
previously.
when the water was fighting it previously.
Okay. So, making note of that.
How much damage?
How much damage? So, the raw damage is 15.
Okay.
And it is cold.
Okay. Alright, thank you.
That's the bonus action. As his action, Douse will cast... what is it? Don't I have it? Oh, did I? Oh, I don't have Shield of Faith prepared. Dang it! He will cast Sanctuary on... does it look like Esmond's gonna go attack it?
It looks like he might. More likely right now, it looks like he's defending Nuri.
Okay. He's gonna throw it on Dusty just to keep Dusty safe.
Yeah, because Dusty's not a metal man anymore. He's got flesh and bone.
Yes. Also, there's not much in between Dusty and the giant tentacle.
This is true. You're muted, Greg.
Oh, don't worry. I'm just scheming.
Alrighty. Well, Douse, is that your turn? Yes, okay. Amaris, your turn with Dusty on deck.
Okay. So Amaris sees what Davdan did with the fire. And she's like, well, that's something we haven't tried yet. Is it within range? Let's find out. Oh, totally. It's totally within range. Alright, here we go. Flame strike!
Alrighty. Spell save DC. It does succeed on its saving throw.
So
as it
it'll
kind of
take half
dodges out of the
damage.
way. Yep, half damage.
So we're doing 5d6 radiant and 5d6 fire. So for radiant damage, that is 10 points of damage.
That does seem extremely effective against it.
For the flame?
Ooh,
The radiant.
Oh,
The
the
radiant.
radiant. Oh.
You see it
I
kind
have
of like...
found the secret!
So it does dodge, but you strike it, and it seems to kind of like wither a little bit at that. Or like shrink back, but then it bounces back.
That's another 10 fire damage.
Okay. Oh.
I just realized I think I have 10 more feet of movement that I was supposed to because of unarmored movement. I haven't been adding.
Monk moment.
You should just
Doesn't
add that
it-
into like your total speed.
Well, yeah, I'm doing that now, but I was like, wait. Oh, I was supposed to get plus 10 more feet because I was supposed to add 15 when I got to 6. Or it went from 10 to 15 at 6th level, and then 10th level it gets to 20. And I was like, oh.
Very fast. Very fast.
But that's fine. I'll use it in later turns.
Anything else on your turn, Megan?
Yes, I will prepare an action to use Misty Step if it attacks me.
Well, wasn't the flame strike your action?
Yes, Misty Step is...
Bonus
Bonus.
action?
Right, but a
Bonus,
prepared
right?
action, it takes your action to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So you wouldn't be able to do the
Alright.
Misty Step until your next turn.
Okay.
But it was a good idea. Dusty, your turn with Bad Guy on deck.
Okay. So, Dusty's seen a lot of people fighting it, but he really... I mean, looking at this thing, does it seem any less strong than when it first appeared?
No.
Okay. So,
It did
Dusty-
wither a little bit at the radiant damage, but that was it.
that's something. Unfortunately, I don't really have radiant damage. It would be cool if I did, but no. Not that type of dragon.
Where's your moonbeam?
Not how it is. Hold on. Oh, no, I didn't prepare
Idea?
Moonbeam.
Oh.
I didn't prepare Moonbeam. I thought about it literally at the beginning of the session. I was like, should I get Moonbeam? Nah, I'll just keep this other spell. Let's do this. So, we have hit a milestone for Druid, which is that I have 5th level spell slots now.
Oh yeah, because you're all level 10 now.
Yeah. Now, the cool thing about Conjure Animals is you can actually upcast Conjure Animals in spell level increments of 2. So, it's a 3rd level spell,
And so by upcasting at 5th level, I am able to double the amount of creatures that summon.
Also, Melody Wolf put in the chat, can I use my inspiration to let Dusty prepare Moonbeam?
I mean, I would also be very happy to cast Moonbeam.
I will say yes, you can use your inspiration, Melody Wolf, to let Dusty prepare Moonbeam.
Hold on, let me put that up. I'm marking you off. I'm gonna use Moonbeam. I mean, it looks... Because, like... This would delay the inevitable by maybe 3 turns.
Maybe.
Might actually do something. So, I appreciate that. Hold on, you're up here. Yeah, there you are. God. You're marked off. Okay, I'm taking Moonbeam.
You're like, all right, so I'm gonna bring all these creatures, and then you're like, Moonbeam?
Actually,
Moonbeam!
if I have Moonbeam, I'm taking Moonbeam. And instead, upcasting Moonbeam to 5th level. All right. We're just gonna drop Moonbeam directly on this thing. So I'll just post that in chat, clarity's sake.
All right, so this beam of pale light shines down on it.
It has to make a Constitution saving throw for the first time on its turn, or if it starts its turn there. So on its turn, then it has to make its save. It doesn't make the save until its turn.
Okay, so on its turn, it'll make the Moonbeam save.
Yep, it'll be a con save.
Okay, all right. Well, then I will re-roll it then. I did succeed on this one, but I will re-roll it once its turn actually starts.
Very good. Okay.
Anything else on your turn?
We're going to also...
Lady Noir saying, also a win for the DM to not have to place all the snake tokens. Yes, 100%.
Hey, 16 snakes would have been hype, guys. You wouldn't have seen NPCs
It can
anymore.
only hit 3 at a time, so that guarantees us 5 turns.
Guys, it's 5 turns. It's 5 turns.
Half a minute.
Half a minute. They still get 1 tapped. Nothing I can summon has that much HP.
Disadvantage to the rend for Moonbeam. So, Lady Noir, yes, you can use your inspiration to give disadvantage to the rend.
Actually, hype. Real quick, bonus action. I'm going to use my spirit totem. We're going to create a bear totem, which will give people temporary hit points equal to my druid level.
Okay.
Plus 5. So 15. Everyone within the aura will get 15 temp hit points. Actually, I can hit everyone in the aura. So it summons somewhere here, and everyone will gain 15 temporary hit points.
Yay!
Okay,
Do we lose those if we exit the...
No.
Okay.
You keep them. As soon as it summons, the natural energy branches out from it, and it covers you until you lose it.
Baldur's Gate's rules. It's just there for the rest of the play long rest.
Technically, that is how that works in current D&D.
You said a bear totem?
Yep, bear totem.
Okay, I will put a little...
Nice.
A little bear totem.
Good.
And then let me give you permission over it, Greg.
Awesome.
All
Also
right.
give it the aura.
Oh, yes. I just
I
gave
can
you
do that.
permission for that.
I got it. Boom, boom. So, we're going to do right here, catches everyone in the aura. And then the giant boar, Dusty is going to command it to stand up, and try to avoid getting hit. So it's going to use
Take
half
the
its movement
dodge.
to stand and take the dodge action.
Okay, alrighty. Alrighty. That happens. It is now the bad guy's turn. The big rend. As it is going to strike at the boar.
Okay. First, it has to make its con
Natural
save.
20!
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry. I'll roll the
It does
con
have
save.
disadvantage because it is also dodging. So hypothetically, it can survive this. Hypothetically.
He rolled an 11 for con.
That fails.
Okay, so we'll take the...
It takes...
And Moonbeam is radiant damage.
Yes. 2, 3... 5d10 radiant damage.
Alrighty.
I'll just roll that real quick. 30 radiant
30.
damage.
Alrighty. I'm gonna put in 60. This seems to be not liking radiant as it. And it rolled a natural 20 to hit the boar, but it is dodge, so it is a delay.
Dodging.
Sadly.
The inevitable.
It rolled a 19 to hit.
19 does hit. The boar will activate its relentless endurance feature. Or sorry, relentless is what it's called. Which makes it so instead of dying, it is reduced to 1 hit point.
It's at 1 hit point, takes 53 points of damage, and then is like, no, I'm at 1 hit point.
Sheer determination and will
I'm
of
gonna
a giant
say
boar.
its legs are broken now. It cannot move, cannot stand. It is barely there. Just
I don't think it's able to dodge anymore either. I think it's not dodging.
The Rend is now going to try and attack you, Dusty.
Oh no.
Con save.
Con
Yes, it has
save?
to make a con save.
Oh,
because
Dusty
yeah,
has
kinda-
sanctuary.
That's very active. It's
that
a wisdom
is-
saving throw. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
Oh, wisdom save? Okay.
Yes.
That is a 12.
Meets it.
Meets it,
Ah.
so just barely succeeds.
Just succeeds. Tough.
Alrighty.
Okay, it hits.
Gonna roll.
Sorry, my charisma mod is 0, so.
It rolls.
Wait, no. Because that's proficiency. Never mind. The save is 14, not 12.
Okay, so it can't attack Dusty.
No way.
Okay.
The level 1 spell coming
so
in clutch.
it will choose instead then to attack Nuri.
Bring it! It can't do nothing, but it doesn't know that.
And it is going to attempt to hit you, Nuri. With a dirty 20 to hit.
So it would hit, but it just hits the ball and bounces off. Because nothing can damage it except for a disintegration spell.
Okay.
It's
High
just-
or low, Nuri?
Oh no! Low?
It was low. Esmond does not jump to save you.
Ezra would have to see the attack first. He's blind.
That's
currently.
true. Well,
Sounds
he can
extremely
feel
stressful.
things though. Like he can sense it coming.
He feels this like wind coming down. He's like, oh no! And then it just like, ta-dunk.
Yeah, and then bonk. There's an audible bonk noise as it bonks back, and it's like, what the frick? So it's gonna use its final one. Advantage now. On who, Seji? The creature?
Or
mean-
disadvantage.
Or disadvantage? I
He
didn't
has
hear
a
that
lag,
one.
so he was like hearing,
has
I
a
think,
little
probably the attack, Nori.
Oh, yes,
Whichever
yes.
is the good option, he says.
I love it. Oh no.
Esmond did succeed.
I will
wager-
say it is going to attack the boar this time.
No,
Esmond, okay, we'll give advantage to Esmond next time because he is now no longer disadvantaged from being blinded by the dirt. As it's going to strike at the boar
If this
with
misses
a
the board, I'm
natural
gonna
20!
laugh.
And
No.
it's going to.
I wonder if the boar will die. Oh, 95 damage. That just takes it out. Oh,
95
man.
points of damage to the boar as it boom pummels it into the earth.
This is so terrifying to be so close to it. as a wizard.
You're like, I'm squishy.
If I did not have my sphere, I literally would have died last turn.
You don't know. You have your maid's armor.
Okay.
True, my mage armor.
Alrighty. I love zoning out until I hear something happen to Esmond. Yes, Edgy. Oh gosh, I love it. Alrighty, so that was all of its attacks. Oops. Where did I click? It is now Nuri's turn. As you were very close to death.
I was real close.
Bonk.
This is not great. I'm gonna check one more thing, because if I'm wrong, I literally can't do anything without dropping my ball of protection. And I can't run away because I'm stuck on the ground.
You're still prone.
I'm
Yeah.
still prone. Okay. Ah,
Dash
no!
off.
There's
You have to
concentration.
dash.
Concentration. Ah! Okay, high or low, Emily? High or low?
Hi.
How reckless is she gonna be? Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm going to... Oh, this is a terrible decision. Oh no, okay, I'm gonna do it anyways.
If
Just
you
gonna
want,
do
I
it.
can Thunderwave, yeah.
The boot.
Shoots her over.
No, it'll be fine. She'll survive. She'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yep, Nuri on the ground. This thing just slammed down. The ball kind of like maybe went into the ground a little bit. And she's like, oh my goodness. And then she still hasn't said anything because she's just so shell-shocked in fear. But the first thing that comes out, she's gonna reach into her bag, she pulls out her scroll, she's gonna pull it open and she's gonna read it, and her ball drops. And she casts Dawn. It's a 5th level spell, so I don't have to roll for it because I can cast those. I'll put it in the chat. Okay. Yeah. And it's 30 feet. So I'm gonna make it like
Okay.
essentially this. But I want it to be where it's also hitting the thing that's festering with baby wrens.
Yes, you can.
I want
do
it.
that.
I want to position it so it's getting
Where
big
it's
one.
pounded into the ground.
Yeah, okay. Yep, so she just pulls it open and she casts it, and bright light comes shining down through the mist, and they need to make
Constitution
what was it?
save.
Yes, Constitution save.
14.
Oh, wait, I think that fails. Wait. Let me check.
It's gotta fail.
It fails! Mine is a 15! Yes.
See, it's the saving throws. I'm really bad at them.
I'm so stressed right now. Okay. Did the little one make a roll as well, or did it count for both of them? Emily! Did the little
What?
one make a roll?
The little one in
Yeah.
there, it automatically fails.
Oh, okay, cool.
Epic.
I rolled terribly. Actually, okay, that's not so bad, actually. Wait, okay. 29 points of radiant damage.
That is not bad.
Not bad. Not great, but not bad. And if it could see, it's blinded.
Well, it does
I
not
think.
use...
Wait, unless this is the wrong one. Wait. No, never
does
mind.
not
It's
say
just
that on there.
I have another one that does blinding, so never mind. Never mind. Forget what I said. And then all my movement, I will get up.
Alrighty. You are now standing.
Wow.
My turn's done.
Alright, it is now NPC turn. Esmond. Esmond can now do things. He can now show how cool he is as the Obsidian Knight. Alright. He is going to... He's going to actually freaking go right up to the rend, and he's going to smack it with his shadow sword.
He needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, for the radiant light?
Yeah, it's like bright light.
It's also sunlight.
It's also sunlight.
Sensitivity. Okay.
So that means his attack is also at disadvantage.
Does he want... If he... Okay, can I say if he goes to run at it, can Nuri grab his arm and be like, no!
Yeah, he's
Or
gonna
try
like...
to.
So what happens is that he like... You see him like kind of bring out his arm, like just kind of like shake it out, and his shadow sword just appears as he just kind of like... and he starts to like head for it. You just see like this anger in his eyes, but not quite like an uncontrolled rage. Not uncontrolled. It's very controlled and calculated. As he begins to like march forward towards it, you grab his arm. Seji is saying that he's giving him advantage though. You do grab his arm, and try and pull him back.
Well, she'll just like grab his arm and she's just gonna be like, no, please. And she's holding his arm tightly.
And he's going to like look at you, and for a moment you don't see your husband in those eyes. You see the Obsidian Knight. And then after a moment, that hardness, that look softens, and you see back to Esmond again. And he's like, he looks over and he says, okay. And he backs back up to his spot. You are curving his abilities. He's really cool, especially at night.
In the bright sun, he can't do anything against a rend.
He's trying his best. So he's gonna shoot with his cammed crossbow, and with advantage, as Seji has given him advantage. Alrighty, he gets a 25 to hit. There's baby damage. That's the minimum amount of damage. Okay.
Wait, did the weapon look like it actually went through? Like, stuck?
I'm sorry. Okay. So what it looks like to you guys is he shoots his crossbow to try and strike it, and it looks like it just goes inside the rend. Like it's done in the past before, but it does not shoot out the back end.
Oh. Has the tokens made it weaker so it's more affected by damage now?
We're 55 minutes into the ritual. Actually, scratch that.
Sense. This would make a lot of sense.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense.
I don't know.
Like 55 minutes and like 12 seconds.
I'll say a minute has passed.
Okay.
Nice. 3 minutes left with only 4 minutes left of the session. What are we gonna do?
Mm-hmm. Thea will shoot. Critting on one of those. Man, I'm on a roll tonight, guys. But still,
No,
it
it's
is
the
just
dice
an
that
arrow.
roll.
Ha 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 ha.
That's true. That is true. As she shoots 2 arrows that just go straight in and get absorbed. None of you really know if it's doing much, but it seems like it is. Or, actually, no, you cannot tell. Okay, alrighty, Davdan. Man, there's so many NPCs, guys.
You're welcome.
He does not want to get up in personal, so he's going to do the dragon fire again. He's going to be like, holy crap!
That worked!
Half
It
of his-
worked!
He's like, yeah! He's like, it worked! Do it again! And dragon fire comes raining down, and it will roll.
Do the roar.
fail. Okay.
Greg, you're muted.
I'm just declaring that it's very cool he gets to show off his new powers.
Mm-hmm. So, if any of you guys are, who all like looks at Davdan when he does this?
Definitely Dusty, because that gave him the idea to even, to
Okay.
even attack it came from Davdan. So
And then Amaris is obviously looking.
what is she not? Am I right?
Yeah. Also, Megan, there are like points where you position yourself just perfectly that the lights in your room look like you've got cat ears. And
Let's
it's
see.
like so
There we go.
perfect. Yeah.
True.
It's really cute.
I've been here trying to sneak a picture of it to post to you guys.
I love that. I love I'm not the only one who noticed.
Drawing idea?
There you go. Maybe, remember? But what you guys can see of Davdan. Yes, Melanie Wolf was thinking the same thing about the ears. What you guys see about Davdan is that when he does this, you notice this like magical aura appearing around the hand that's drawing the rune. And it seems to have this like light, warm aura, and it almost looks as if his hand is scaled from the magic with draconic claws as he goes and casts this spell. And it goes a little bit down his wrist, but not far onto the arm. Like if any of you guys have seen Skyrim with the dragon aura shout with the Solstheim update that allows you to get like a dragon aura armor thing. It's like mage armor, but like with dragons. Yeah, dragon armor. Yeah. But it's like the aura of it. So imagine that, and it looks like that. As he casts it. And it strikes true. Freaking Mirak, yep. Yes, Seaman class, you get what I'm saying. Mirak, he's a character. All right, so Thea, okay, now we're gonna get another radiant attack that actually misses. So Dane does miss her blast of guiding bolt, sadly, and she's like, no. She's looking at her hands like, my aim. It was, and then she looks at the ground, she's like, it was the ground. The ground knocked me. It's moving too much. But you do hear a Dane, be careful, or sorry, Douse, be careful. Alrighty, Douse, it's your turn.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
You kind of have to like. Actually, you don't have to duck. They're 5 feet in the air, so you just like are right underneath the tokens.
He runs 5 foot closer. 15-foot range. Just outside. I was gonna use Thunderwave and try and push the thing further away, see if I could. But because I can't, I will instead use my Eldritch Blast. So the way it looks is Douse will kind of throw some punches forwards, and the punches will give like a bluish aura that comes off into a looking up like a water ball, and that's the Eldritch Blast.
Oh, I love this.
So he does 2 attacks with those.
Okay. Wei comes into your mind and she says, ask for help.
Whatever you got.
You must ask.
Would you help?
She goes, okay! And then they are going to deal double damage, like whether they hit or not. Like, your blasts are going to be double the damage, so. As
Well,
if
they
they
both-
were a crit.
Epic.
That is 2 8s to hit.
2.
I rolled 2 4s.
Maybe you can implore the audience for help. I think you do have inspiration though, so you could try
Oh, I
and use
do.
your own.
That would only work on. Would that work on only one of the hits?
It would only work on one to give you advantage.
Okay, that's a 14 to hit.
Okay, 14 does hit. If someone else wanted to give you inspiration, then they can also allow you to roll advantage on your other one.
C1 class, Silver Dusk, Roxy Bird.
Alright, 14 does hit. Roll for damage.
Alright, that is 15 force damage.
15, alrighty. And did you already double it?
That is rolling 2d10.
Okay.
Originally, it would be 1d10.
No, you're good. As it just seems to grow bigger in size and blast out and strike it.
Then the my bonus action, I will move my water tentacle up a little bit further and have its attack as well.
Okay.
That is a 10 to hit.
10 to hit. Alrighty. 10 does not hit.
That is my turn.
I like Lady Noir saying, this Ren fight makes a lot more sense now with the ritual weakening it.
Yeah, it does make a lot of sense.
Wonderful.
I mean, yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
I don't know. Sorry.
DM doesn't know?
I
Oh,
can't- I
we're in
can't-
trouble, guys.
I can't give away stuff.
Mm.
Gotta keep
But that
it in the
is
dark a little
my
bit.
turn.
Alrighty. It is now Amaris' turn with Dusty on deck.
Alright, Amaris is once again gonna use Flame Strike.
Alrighty.
So it's a dex save? Yeah.
It is a dex save.
It rolled a 10.
Disadvantage
Oh,
on
Silver
Silver
Dust
Dust.
said giving it disadvantage. It rolled a 10.
So a 10 fails.
10 fails.
Yes.
10
Beautiful.
fails.
It rolled a 19 as the other die.
Alright, for radiant damage, 21.
21, alrighty. Double that
For
is
fire.
42. Alrighty. Alrighty, and the fire damage is 16.
16.
Alrighty. You guys cannot tell if it's looking worse for wear at this point.
It's basically an inky tentacle. There's no way to see if there's any wounds on it.
Yeah, like literally, you cannot tell.
Yeah, Douse is going more for buying time with this, because to his knowledge, it is unbeatable.
Did it look like the little one died at all from the
It
sunlight?
looks like it shriveled quite a bit.
But it's still like there.
It's still there, but it's not like doing anything.
Okay.
I will give you this. It was going to emerge the next round, but you have delayed it, essentially.
Cool. I was just checking to see if it's actually doing anything.
No, it's actually doing it. It's definitely helping, because 2 more were about to pop up. Nuri, you're like, huh?
Instant kill me 3 times? That sounds great.
Yeah.
9 times actually.
Well, now it's now it's Dusty's turn. Wait.
Alright, guys.
Wait.
I am
Were
all
we
out
on
of spell
this?
slots for this spell.
Dang.
So I've got
I have
nothing
3
else
level
to do.
1s.
Radiant
Take them.
All right, Dusty.
Let's do this. We have the classic. Actually, you know what? We might as well, since we're here, since we can. What is the range on this? Hold on. Just gotta double check. Ignore me. Kind of have to not. Yes. Okay, so it can. Okay. We are. Dusty is going to use his breath weapon, which he has not done yet. He sort of is. It's almost like he reaches up a hand to like start channeling a spell, but like as he's speaking, with the scenario he's in, like the amount of stress that is put on him right now, it just kind of comes out.
Like
So
a
instead of casting a spell, he just and a large, a 15-foot cone of lightning damage appears.
What?
Ooh.
Alrighty. Dexterity
It is
saving
a
throw?
dex save.
15.
15 fails. Nice.
Is this Dusty stress vomiting? Oh.
Stress vomiting. So it is 2d10 lightning damage. That takes. I'll go ahead and roll that up. 16.
Alrighty. Anything else on your turn, Dusty?
He puts a fist up to his throat.
Indigested.
But aside from that, no, that is his turn.
Alrighty. BG's turn.
It makes a con save since it is still in Moonbeam.
Okay. Constitution save with a 2.
Failure. 5d10 radiant damage. 36.
What's double that?
72.
72.
Alright. And then does it need to save for the other light thing?
At the end of its turn.
Yep, end of its turn.
Okay. Alright, it will move forward though.
Move forward? It can move?
Yeah, it's slicing through the ground. It actually ends up covering what was the little baby wrens. And it is going to strike. First, it will strike at Douse.
Now, is it coming from above?
Yes.
Do I have half cover because of the ceremony
No.
above my head?
No, not really.
Okay.
It is going to. It rolled a
I should look at what my AC is real quick.
24 to hit.
Yeah, right.
I don't think
that
you need
hit.
to check.
I don't think you need to check.
You do have 15 temporary hit points. Keep that in mind.
I'm well aware.
47 points. 5 of those are bludgeoning and the rest is necrotic. You feel like your life force is being sucked out. You feel dread as like it strikes you and the air just goes out of your lungs as you're
I'm gonna feel that tomorrow.
Yes. I love that. It has been a good night, Steve. We need you here, though, for the inspiration.
I cannot leave until you use it, man.
True.
Alrighty. The Rend is now going to strike at Nuri again.
Okay.
With a 16 to hit.
That might miss. Let me look at how much my mage armor gives me.
Can you cast shield this turn?
I can. Let's see. Wait, this is the wrong thing. I'm looking for mage armor, not mage hand. My goodness. 13 plus dexterity? What is my dexterity?
+2.
Okay, so that's 15, and you said it rolled what?
16.
I cast shield and add +5 to my armor.
So it misses. And now it's
Beautiful.
going to strike at Esmond.
Does it have disadvantage? Oh, no, I'm not.
Does
Okay.
not.
Houdini will take the blow for it.
That was his prepared action.
That was his prepared action.
23 to hit. So I will say if Houdini's jumping in the way to take the blow, Houdini will take the amount of damage of like hit points that he has. And then all the rest of it is going to hit Esmond.
Is that just one health?
Okay. Yeah, essentially.
That's
Let's see what else
54
have.
points of damage. How much does...
Is it an owl stats?
Yeah, it's an owl. So he has armor class of 11, hit points 1, or 1d4 minus 1. Can
So
I roll
he's-
for his hit points?
No, he's got 1 hit point.
Okay.
1d4 minus 1. I rolled 1. He has 0 hit points.
So it'll
No,
be
it is what it is.
53 points of damage to Esmond. But it's
Bye,
okay. He can
Houdini.
take it.
I'll bring you back. Sorry, buddy.
Houdini is dead now.
But he doesn't fall dead. He just... Because he's a...
Oof.
Yeah.
Yes, Megan did make it back. It's very happy. Sorry, we are going a little late tonight. As the ritual is beginning to finish. The Rend is still seemingly like waving around.
Is its turn come to an end?
Its turn has come to an end, so now Nuri, it is your turn.
So it still technically is in the sphere of light.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
This is where it was. This actually isn't as big as it is because it's 30 feet radius, so it's like
Mhm.
actually huge. But I had to cast it 15 feet away from me. Was where it was like cast. So con save.
Okay. 10.
It fails. It takes damage.
Nice. Very nice.
How much?
It's
And is it
one-
radiant?
It's radiant.
Okay.
And it's gonna. I need another. I lost a D10. Oh, I found it. Okay. Okay. Well, no, that's actually pretty bad. Okay. 16 points of radiant damage.
Could be worse.
I think Dusty still has his sanctuary. I just rolled an 18 for a con save. I don't know if you wanted me to do that, but I just forgot that. I'd take a hit.
How much damage did you take? You took 42.
Or wait, is sanctuary concentration?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is concentration.
4.
So I took 47 damage,
Yes.
which 32 of it was on me, not my temp HP.
Yes.
23 would be the minimum save on that. So you would have had to roll a 23 or higher to save.
Okay. Sanctuary is no longer on Dusty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, technically 23.5, but D&D rounds down in that situation, so.
Yeah. Well, all right. So the sanctuary is down now. But as the radiant damage strikes the rend, you see the rend kind of like it kind of like as it's been like waving around, smashing down. As that last bit of radiant damage hits it, it goes rigid and shrinks into the ground.
Ah! Did we just kill it?
There's a gaping hole that is, that if you were to look in, you do see bits of the rend still bubbling and brewing underneath the surface. The cat! Cat gains inspiration.
Cat gains inspiration. Cute kitty.
Such a
I'm
pretty
taking it.
kitty, too.
Love it. And it seems at the moment that you have defeated the Rend. As the tokens come together, molding in this bright light that shines out in a 120-foot radius. This bright light that's so bright you can barely see. They all seem to twirl together. And this moment is bathed in a bright light. Douse, you are the closest person to the center of the stones. So you feel this moment as you're kind of like pulled into the center from where you're at. You blink and you feel Greg you
God.
blink and suddenly you're in a land of white. Everywhere around you is just this pure white. The ground, the sky, the distance. You feel Way's presence in the back of your mind. And she seems to sense some of your feelings. And you feel her say, "Oh, let me pull a few strings first." And in a moment, to just ahead of you, you see Dane appear. And then one by one, Nuri, Esmond, Dusty, Amaris, Davdan, Thea, all appear in this area. You all see this space. After you all appear, you see right next to Douse, as you guys all blink, and you see the tokens all just formed now into this bright, glistening star. And you feel that this is where you make the wish.
So does Douse make the wish then? Because he was the first one?
I mean, let Douse make the way.
That feels like it's
That
right.
feels good. That feels right.
You're all here.
It would take Douse a second to figure out what was going on, because he was not facing the tokens at the time. He was facing the Rend. Also, the Rend's gone, everything's white.
Mm-hmm.
After taking a second, he would turn around and coming to that realization that this is where he makes the wish. he wasn't expecting to be in this position, so he doesn't have any wish planned, but he'd just be,
Oh no.
I wish the world was healed.
I wish for infinite wishes.
I wish I knew what to wish for. Oh.
No.
You know.
You say that wish. I was about to say for infinite wishes. I wish for the world to be healed. And the light pulsates, and this wave of warmth and light just cascades over you all. And in a moment, the white of this land that you've been in dissipates, and suddenly you're back in the meadow. The light from the tokens all combined in this star, a bright light shoots off into the sky. You feel this warmth emanating from the tokens. The sky seems brighter. The fog clears. And for a moment, everything is still. The shaking of the earth has dissipated. And then you see the star sink slowly down beneath the ground and dissipate under the grass. You see these golden lines from where the star disappeared down under the earth. And in one burst of energy, they seem to be darting all along the ground, these golden lines. They dash past your feet, and several of them encircle this mound where the rend had exploded from and been ripping up the earth. And you see in this golden light the dirt pulling itself back together. Those of you who are close to where the wren disappeared into, you see that inky black darkness shrink down further into the earth as the gold chases it and the dirt comes and closes. These golden lines race off in all directions. And the grass is greener. It's brighter, more vibrant. There's a soft breeze on the air. You see those little dandelions floating and going with the wind. Everything feels good. And with that, we will end tonight's session.
Scene.
As the world is healing itself, yet the infection still remains. As the Shards of Hope must defeat Nuvian in order to save the world completely, to get rid of this infection, as the world begins healing itself. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight and for the amazing advantage and disadvantage you guys were giving. If you guys want to receive audience inspiration to affect the roles in the game, comment on YouTube or on Twitch before we end the stream. But on YouTube, comment your answer to the following question. Do you think Nuvian is already at the Lux Kingdom, or is he still plotting in the Winter Court?
I don't like the way that question is worded. But, you know, I mean, scary stuff.
Very scary stuff.
Very scary stuff. Oh, Melody Wolf and C1 Class are saying still in the Winter Court, and oh, he's still plotting. Yeah, yeah. Yes, I love this. So put your answer in the comments, what you think that the answer to the question is, and you'll receive audience inspiration to affect the rules of our next game, which will be Friday next week at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. So be there or be square. Yeah, and if you guys want merch, we have our campaign keepers out on our website, rosemarypgstudios.com, where you can keep all of your campaign notes and be a master note taker like Nuri. Any other things? Yeah, we love you guys. Thank you so much for joining tonight.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Party.
Thank you for staying a little late with us.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, we appreciate it. Sorry it ran a little long. But we'll be back at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time next week. Any final thoughts from the players tonight?
That was so stressful. Oh my gosh. I was so stressed.
One left click.
Oh my gosh, yes.
One left click. And boom, there goes Nuri. Boom, there goes Dane. And now we can't revive Nuri. Boom, there goes Dusty.
That was so stressful.
That
As
was
soon as you're
scary.
like 100 points of damage, I was like, what? All my plans gone. Terrified.
Horror.
I
Seiji
was-
also gets a comment.
Very grateful for those temp HP because I was like, that means I can maybe take an extra hit in there.
There you
Yeah.
go. Also,
Maybe
Steve
one.
says, I inspire everyone. I love that, Steve. I love that very much. I must ask real quick clarification. Are you saying everyone in the audience or everyone as the players?
Just I'll wait for the delay.
If everyone's inspired, no one is.
No one will.
No.
True.
Give Steve inspiration for wanting to inspire everyone.
Yeah. No, don't worry, don't worry. I kind of want to see his response if he's still on.
He's still on.
That.
We'll see.
Psyche,
we'll
he's
see.
already left. We're all just waiting here.
Probably
Probably
the
the
world.
world.
I love that. Steve,
True.
you get inspiration. We love you.
Fantastic.
You get audience inspiration for next time, too.
You get inspiration. You get inspiration. Everyone
Everybody
gets
gets
inspiration.
inspiration.
Truly.
Yes.
You are an inspiring force to us. Thank you.
We love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And we hope to see you next week. Remember, only 2 more sessions left now. So if you want to see the end of the Harbingers D&D campaign, come join us next Friday at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for the conclusion of the Harbingers D&D campaign. Well, we love you guys. Happy Halloween. Oh, and for those of you who were here at the very beginning, I am dressed up as Princess Ilanwi from the Black Cauldron. That's the answer to that. But yes, we love you guys, and we're gonna have to end the stream, but I'll put it on our little outro so that way we don't mess with the delay or anything. But we love you guys so much, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your night.